I am so proud of myself, and want to tell someone. I am so proud of what I have achieved over the last 8 months, and nobody around me thinks it's a big deal, so I am telling the void. 8 months ago, I was struggling to lose weight. I had had a bad accident at work, so walking was a problem, and my first surgery on my ankle had failed, but I did not understand why I could not lose weight, despite not eating much but eating healthily. My GP did a blood test last June, and it turned out I have type 2 diabetes. My HbA1c was 9.9, so completely out of control. It turns out I was insulin resistant. I was put on medication and told to eat a high-fiber, high-protein diet, and always eat the fiber first to reduce blood sugar spikes. I still ate the same stuff, just increased the protein and fiber and dropped pasta, bread, rice and reduced the amount of potatoes I eat. Although mashed potatoes are a non-negotiable part of my life, but only once a week. In 3 months I got my HbA1c down to 6.2, and in 7 months I got it down to 5.2, meaning my diabetes is in remission. My ankle was re-operated on last October, and this time the surgery, whilst much more serious, was successful. I maintained the diet, reducing the amount I ate to compensate for the reduced amount I could do whilst I was in a cast post-surgery. 8 months after being diagnosed with diabetes, I have lost 20% of my body weight. I went shopping yesterday, and I could choose from the normal-sized clothes. I have gone from a size 22 to a size 16, and for the first time in 25 years, was able to fit into a pair of jeans. When I was growing up, we could only afford own-label jeans, and I always wanted a pair of Levi's, but my mum used to tell me they were too expensive and not worth the cost. Yesterday I bought 2 pairs, and I look awesome in them. I am just so thrilled and wanted to tell someone. Proud of you. You are doing great. Hell yeah. Proud of you, OP. So many people don't take their diabetes seriously, so it's great to see someone that does. That's amazing. You should be really proud of yourself. Losing weight is not easy at all. Keep going. You're doing great, Yellowheart. My mom apologized and came to celebrate my birthday with my family today, and I'm happy, Redheart. Hey there. Today was my 17th and last birthday ever because I'm dying of terminal brain cancer. My head hurt so much today, and I physically felt horrible, but my entire family showed up today, including my mom. She ran up and hugged me, and she was crying and apologizing for what she did and said to me. She said she was so scared and terrified to lose me, and what I said just triggered her. She kept apologizing over and over, and I forgave her and told her that I love her and Dad and everyone else. They brought me 2 cakes, one from a professional baker, and one homemade, plus a bunch of presents, including a new Samsung phone, which I'm so happy for. They even surprised me by bringing my younger sister, who's living abroad in London, and they brought 2 of my friends along. I genuinely was happy, and I enjoyed it, even though physically I'm in so much pain, and I'm tired. Having them, especially my mom there, felt so nice. I feel so blessed. They had to leave an hour ago because visiting hours end at 9:30 a.m., but my dad is spending the night here with me since one companion is allowed at night. I want to thank each and every single one of you so much for your loving words to me and all the happy wishes. I got way too many, and I feel so blessed to have y'all here. Sorry if I didn't respond to each of you, but I'm so thankful for all of you genuinely. You are such an amazing community. Thank you again. You made this so special for me, Redheart. Great. I'm glad you had a good birthday. I'll keep reading your posts on Reddit if you want to share more. Hugs. Happy birthday, Opie birthday cake. Glad you had a good birthday with loved ones, 2 hearts. Happy birthday, Opie birthday shortcake, 2 hearts, you are loved, kiss mark. I chose peace at any cost, including myself. I'm struggling with a lot of anger toward myself. I've been married for years. We have 2 teens. Since the beginning, I've always had a reason to excuse my wife's behavior. First it was her rough childhood, bad boss, then prepartum, postpartum, perimenopause, and now menopause. There was always something to explain the outbursts, the criticism, the feeling that nothing was ever good enough. I told myself, happy wife, happy life. I convinced myself this is just how women are. I stopped standing up for myself. I stopped asking for peace. We argued about everything, from regular food versus organic when the kids were little. Getting the kids regular fruits and veggies was not okay, to now constantly criticizing what our teens do. It wears you down. It wears us down. The thing that opened my eyes were the 3 solo vacations I took with my kids. They were calm, fun, easy. I felt like myself again. I realized how tense things usually are. I'm angry at myself for accepting this for so long. But at the same time, I feel hopeful. I feel excited thinking about a new chapter and what life might be like on my own, excited to move past small resentment of myself. Happy wife, happy life has probably ruined more men's self-respect than anything else sold as wisdom. Peace at the cost of yourself isn't peace. It's suppression. Happy spouse, happy house. It goes both ways. When you're with a person who can never be happy, it's time to go. My boyfriend credits God for getting him through a medical crisis, but I feel invisible in the story. A year ago, my boyfriend had a seizure and ended up in the hospital with a serious compression fracture. I was with him every day and night during the hospital stay, and then spent the next month helping him recover. For months after that, I really put my own needs aside to make sure he had what he needed physically and emotionally. It's now the 1-year anniversary, and he's working hard to get back to the health he had before everything happened. I'm proud of him, but I've been struggling with something quietly. When he talks about that time, especially publicly and on social media, he expresses gratitude to God for getting him through it. I respect that, but sometimes it's hard not to feel invisible. I don't need public acknowledgement. I don't need a social media post. I just wish he would privately acknowledge that it wasn't only him, and God, I was there too. I want to feel seen without turning it into resentment when he's a fearful avoidant. Note I have managed this really well with him. He doesn't know he's in fearful avoidant, FA, and we've never had a rupture because of my ability to carry the emotional regulation. Perhaps he saw you as a gift from God to help him through that time? I would talk to him about it, though. No such thing as God. If you don't believe in gods and fairies and whatever he does, you're going to have a tough, unfulfilling road ahead.